Welcome to Sundance. I mean, it's always fun when someone's out here waiting in the snow to see your movie. You know, there's something lovely about that. I guess first and foremost, tell us about this new story, Wendy.
Well, it's sort of it's in the world of Peter Pan. It's told through the eyes of Wendy, and even though a lot of the elements are the same, it's a completely new story. It veers way off the rails, and I think goes places that no one would ever expect.
And how did this cast come together? We got a chance to talk to a couple of them. How did it come together?
We always, it's sort of in the same process as we did in Beast. We have a kind of grassroots casting system, and we look for kids in schools and community centers. We go knock on doors in places that don't have those things. We were looking for kids who would run away. Sorry.
No good.
We were looking for kids who would run away with Peter Pan, basically.
Right.
Who really would, and who had that sort of mischief and fire within them, and that was the priority. And we also, they're also incredibly talented actors, and so we had sort of like search until we found kids that really had a spirit that fit the film and that we thought could perform at the level that we would need to make the movie.
And what was it about Devin that made her the title role of Wendy?
She's just one of the most special people you'll ever get to meet, and it's hard to articulate, but she, as we thought about how we wanted to retell Wendy, in the past she's always been this very docile character that waits at home while the boys are on an adventure, and first of all, like, she does not wait at home while the boys are on an adventure. She's right in the mud, and she's brave, and she's fierce, but she has this like just incredible sweetness and heart that isn't at odds with that. It's like one and the same. There's just like a ferocious goodness to her soul, and beyond that, just the most talented person, raw talented person I've ever met in my life. Just will blow you away.
I was talking to some of them, and they said one of their fun moments was jumping off the ship into the water. So did you have some fun things for them to do?
Yeah, it's like when you're working with kids, especially kids that none of these kids are coming from actor families or something like that. None of them really, I think, considered the idea of being actors before they got parts in this film, so they're not motivated by, there's nothing that motivates them to perform in the film other than, having a great time, basically, and so you always have to find a way that your set is a sort of playground, and that as much as you're having to do 17 takes of something, memorize lines, all the hard stuff that isn't what kids would naturally want to be doing, you also have to make sure that they get thrills, they get to play, they get to be wild, and get to express themselves in those ways too. That's very much what the film is about, and so we always had to keep that in mind and keep the set a place that our kids wanted to come back to every day.
So with the reimagining, I have to ask this question. What is this film and what is it not?
What is this film and what is it not?
Because of Peter Pan and the history and all the different things we've seen, so what is it and what is it not?
I mean, it's a reimagining of this story, and from the ground up. And I think that Peter Pan, you look back at every rendition in the past, and it's historically bogged down with all this, sexist sort of archetypes and racist archetypes. And we wanted to retell the story and capture the spirit of this character that haunts everybody's imagination their whole life. We're always thinking about Peter when we think about the ultimate child, and there's something about that idea and that pure idea that is not related to those things. We wanted to strip it out and retell it through the eyes of this character Wendy, and retell it really from it's not a kids movie, it's about kids, and the reason we wanted to tell a movie about Wendy is because her story is a story of leaving Neverland, not of living in Neverland forever. And so it's something that I think is, as adults, we all have to go through sort of this change where we step out of our pure youth, where we compromise our pure dreams, and the film is about that loss, and she's the character that has to contend with that and overcome it. And so it's a new story in using the pieces that we all know.